Good morning, YouTube world. Welcome to In the Kitchen with Tally Faye. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday morning. Feels a little bit okay out there for the moment. We're in here. I'm in here. Buzz is out there working on some things already this morning, but I wanted to get in here and get this roll dough made up, y'all. And I wanted to do a different recipe on it. I love old cookbooks, y'all, right? And so this is one of those old Better Homes and Garden ones. And I was looking on it, and the copyright says 1941 through 51. And it says it's a revised edition. So anyway, I love it. I love all these old books. I have one of these of Mama's, and it's even older than this one, but I just acquired this one not too long ago. A girlfriend of mine gave it to me. But anyway, it's got a roll recipe in here. So we're going to try, let me see if I can stand it up there. We're going to try the Better Homes and Gardens from the 40s and 50s roll recipe today, okay? I have got all my stuff measured out and ready, pretty much, I think. I think, y'all. I believe so. I'm trying to get my egg to warm up a little bit. I need one beaten egg here. Let me put it down here now. I need one beaten egg. And I got it out of the refrigerator, and I didn't want it to change the temperature of my milk and water that I have here, right? Because we've got to have that warm water for that yeast. Alright, we're going to call that booger beaten. That one's beaten enough. Alright, the first thing we got to do here, y'all. Uh-oh, let me get my dough hook. My dough hook out. Okay. First things first. We have to have 1 cup of scalded milk, y'all. And what I do is I put it in my glass Pyrex measuring cup. I pour me up a cup of milk in there. And I put it in the microwave. And what you do is you just keep letting it kind of boil like. Because you know how boiled milk, if you keep boiling milk, it'll curdle on you. So you let it boil and just, you know, what am I trying to say? Just let it boil a little bit, and but watch it. And get it out of there, and you're going to have to let it cool down some, right? But it has to be a little bit warmer than warm, I call it. So I can always keep poking my finger in it, and I'm like, you know, that's warm, but it's a little warmer than warm. Whatever you want to call it, okay? But we have a cup of what it calls scalded milk. They'd put it in a pot and do it in there and stir it around and kind of scald it a little bit and stuff, you know, where it kind of doing that, you know. But we have the new age nuclear devices, right? So I've got me a cup of scalded milk, and then I added a 1/4 cup of water to this, and I put it back in there and warmed it up again just to make, so I've got a cup of milk and a 1/4 cup of water in here, all heated up nice, okay? Now, the next thing I got to do is I got 2 big old heaping tablespoons of shortening here, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and put my shortening in there. Let that be stirring around. And that'll kind of cool it down a little bit too, right? Get your shortening melting in there. And then I have a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. I'm going to put that in there. And then I need me a teaspoon of salt. I ain't even had it down there. Look at me. Okay. A teaspoon of salt. There we go. So we've got our milk, our shortening, our sugar, and our salt in here. Okay. Stir that around a little bit. That shortening cooled it down some. Enough that I want it a little bit warmer than that, y'all. So I'm going to take it over here and nuke it for about 10 seconds. I just want to make sure my water is warm enough to get my yeast to activate, right? So, okay, so we've got our milk, shortening, sugar, and salt in there. Let cool to lukewarm, right? All right, we're fixing to add the yeast and the egg. You feel of it, y'all. Okay, that feels better to me. Stir it around. Once again, I'm forgetting to do that. Okay. Got that stirred in here. Now we're going to add our egg, our beaten egg. And another thing, if your water's too hot, it'll cook that egg, so you got to be careful, right? You don't want that egg, that liquid too hot, because it'll kill your yeast and it'll cook that egg. Okay, now we're going to add that was one beaten egg, okay? So now we're going to add one of these little packets of our yeast. If I can get it down there. I want every bit of that in there, y'all. I love that yeast flavor. Okay. Make sure I got it in there. It's so fine you don't know sometimes. Alright. So now, get this all stirred up in there. Oop, Calife mess. First thing this morning, huh? Alright, I got it about like that, y'all. Let me see. Oops. See, so some of that shortening's still in there. That ain't hurting nothing, okay? But try to get that yeast dissolved in there. Okay. Now, all we got to do now is gradually stir our flour into it. So we're going to put it in here. And y'all, I measured out 3½ cups of all-purpose flour here, okay? So I'm going to get it to stirring. See if I can kind of scoop this flour in here a little bit. Spoon it in there. I want it on the slowest thing right now while I'm putting that flour in there, right? Y'all love old homemade rolls? I would give anything if I had my mama's recipe, though. And of course, Mama didn't measure. But if I'd have paid more attention, right, and watched her, I'd know her recipe, because hers were so delicious. I think everybody remembers their mamas or their grandmas or even an aunt or somebody or something, their rolls. When you'd go to their house on special occasions and they'd make the rolls. Alright, turn it up one more little notch here. Y'all, if you don't have a dough hook, you can do this in a big old bowl and stir it up with your wooden spoon and get it all stirred together, and then you got to start kneading it with your hands. And that's where I love this machine. My hands just can't hardly take that kneading thing anymore. Okay, got that in there, y'all. Get this stuff out of my way. Got me some soapy dishwater going over there, trying to keep up with it. I way prefer trying to keep up with it and do it along the way than have a gargantuan pile at the end, right? Can you hear it kind of bogging down now? Now I'm fixing to turn it up, y'all. And I'm just going to let it whoop on it. I'm going to let it do that for a little bit and I'll come back, okay? Okay, I want y'all to see how it's coming away from the edges of the bowl. You don't see any batter on the bowl. That's when you know it's about to get ready, because when it pulls away from there, it makes one big old ball. You got to let it make a ball, form kind of a ball in there, and pull away from the edges. And that's when you know it's ready. Okay? Let me see if I can do this one-handed, y'all. Look at that. Look at it stretching. That's what we want. Stretching out like that, okay? Alright, now let me get it back up here. Okay. Now I like to do this, y'all, so that I can handle it better. Take my rings off here. I just like to take me a little bit of oil and put it on my hands like this. And then I can get down in that bowl. Let me see if I, oh Lord. Now my hands are greasy. Oh Lord, y'all. Oh. Okay. Now, let's see. Maybe. Look at that beautiful ball it made, y'all. Okay, I gotta turn it over this side for a minute. Let me, because I want to get it out of here. Because I want to put some oil. I'm going to put me a little bit of oil down in this bowl. Oh, y'all, look at it. I'm telling you, that dough hook does all the work for me. All the work. Look at that. You can smell that yeast in there, right? And look how pretty and smooth it made it. Look at that. You want that. You want that pretty smoothness, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take a little splash of this oil and put down in there. Okay? Kind of like yay so. I'm going to roll this ball around in there a little bit. Now it's got some oil on it. I'm going to take it and put it right back in there, y'all. Just like that. Let me wash my hands off. Okay, now all I got to do is I'm going to get me some cellophane. Okay? I'm going to get me some cellophane and I'm going to put over the top of this, right? Now I have to let it set in a warm place with no draft, okay? Well, this might make y'all laugh, but I used to could put it in there on top of my hot water heater in the hot water heater closet. That was a good warm area. But you know, we got the air conditioning going in here and fans and all that and everything. So I figured out I could take mine and set it out in the pickup cab. That is, I mean, because it's like an oven in there, right, y'all? So I'm just going to cover it up with cellophane, take it out there and put it in my pickup. where there's no draft and it's nice and hot in there, and let it rise, and it will fill this bowl up probably by the time it rises like it's supposed to. So we're going to do that, and y'all, that takes, you know, it takes a while. You might as well go do something else while it's rising. We'll come back and we'll do it again. I just wanted y'all to see before I take it out there. See, this is how I did it. I just got that cellophane all on top of it like that. And that's what I'm going to do now, all right? Out to the truck we go, and I'll see y'all in a little while. All right, y'all, it's been a couple hours or so, and I just brought them in. And see, look, it's like right about there now. See? Let me take the... Let's see if you can see it. There you go. All right, so now you just take your finger and punch it down. And see, it'll start falling, right? Y'all, that smells so good. All right, look, I'm going to take my rings and Daddy's watch off here. And y'all, I have me a big old 13-inch cast iron skillet. This is what Mama always baked hers in. And like I say, her rolls were delicious, y'all. So I'm going to make them up in this skillet, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is pour me some oil in here. Not a bunch, just I'm going to rub it around with my hands because I want to get some oil on my hands to pinch this dough around, right? Alright, I got lots of oil on my hands, okay? Now, I'm just going to come in here and get this dough. Oh, it's soft, and look at that, y'all. Stretchy. That's what you want, okay? And what I do is I just take it like this, and I got me a little ball of it, and I'm just going to put it between my, and squeeze it like that, and that makes it have a nice, pretty round shape, see? So, I'm just going to put them right there. Remember, the bigger you make them, the bigger they're going to be, so you want them to double in. The rolls have got to double in size. We got to let them rise again. See, so I just pinch it like that, like a little mushroom head. Give them a little bit of space in there, not a lot. I like for mine to touch and have that soft area on the sides, right? Pinch it off. Put them down there. I could just eat this dough, y'all. I love that yeast. It's so good. Alright, that's how you do it. I'm going to get the rest of them pinched up here and loaded in my pan, see? Because we got to let them rise again. But right now I'm going to get that finished up. Alright, I got them in there, y'all. So see, and I got, you know, the pan's got oil in it. I got that. That's how many that little batch made for me. Of course, these are going to be big. They should rise up at least to the edge top of this pan like and everything, right? And even though I had some oil on them, I still want to get me a little oil. Let me put me some. Put me just a little bit in this little bowl here. And I'm just going to daub me some on there, right? Do you a little bit of oil on them. That'll help them brown, keep them from cracking when they're rising, you know. It'll make they split open if they get dry on the top. So put that oil on there, just like that. Don't be scared. Y'all can do this. This is some good stuff, y'all. Everybody loves rolls, right? Okay, I'm fixing to take them, and I'm going to put them back in a warm area. I think I'm going to put them this time, instead of taking them out to the truck, I'm going to put them in my hot water heater closet. I got a great area in there that I can set them on and let them sit in there where there's no draft. It's good and warm, and let them rise up. So when they get raised up over to the top of this pan like that and everything, we'll be ready to bake them. Alright, I'm fixing to go get my rolls out of the hot water heater closet. I got the oven, it's almost ready. 2 minutes. I've got it preheating I'm doing mine on 400, y'all, but probably in general it'd be more like 375. Mine just seems not to cook as hot as other ovens. So anyway, I'll watch them, you know, and plus that cast iron skillet makes them cook hot too. But I want them to cook hot and puff up and be done. And that way the inside stays moist, right? Let me go get them. Here they are, all puffed up. Them. We're fixing to put them in that oven. And it's usually around 20, 25 minutes, something like that or whatever. But I'll watch it and try to remember to tell y'all how long. But anyway, I'm fixing to go and put them in there, y'all. Dang, I can't hold that sucker with one hand. Alright. I will watch it and we'll be back. Alright, I just pulled them out of the oven. Let y'all see them. There's a pan of rolls, y'all. Oh, goodness. It's a big old pan of rolls, too. I got me some melted butter here. Fixing to take me some butter and just go all across the tops of them. Get that butter on there. You know that's good on it. Let them soak up the good butter. I'll let them sit here a little bit. And we'll get one out and test it and see how they did. See how the old Better Homes and Gardens recipe did. It'll be fun to find out, right? But there they are, y'all. We're gonna see. I'll pull us one out here in just a little bit. Alright, y'all. You know me and Buzz had to test one out before I started taking them out of there, right? There it is. Look at that. They got a perfect top, perfect bottom on them from the cast iron skillet. I love the way they cook in that. And they're soft and moist. Got good crust on them. Put you some butter off in there. These boogers are good, y'all. They are very good. So, I give, hold on, let me get the butter off my fingers. I say I give the old Better Homes and Gardens a A+ on their rolls. They get a good A anyway, that's for sure. Hey, there they are, y'all. That's a big old nice pan of rolls, and we'll eat every one of them. So, y'all give it a try. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of making rolls. They're good, y'all. And, you know, you don't get it right every time. I certainly don't. So, I like to find me roll recipes that come out, you know, at least good or better, right? As long as they're like really good, I'm happy. But these are better than just really good. They're really good. They really are. I love it. Turned out good. I like that recipe. I think I'll put that one down in the books on the Tally Faye list, right? Y'all have a great evening. A great start to the week tomorrow. Everybody be safe. Say your prayers. And I will see you next time in the kitchen with Tally Faye.